Okay. I guess now we're live. I have to remember to hit the go live button over there, over that way. I'm testing out Streamyard to try to see if it works. Oh, there, I've got a coupon, text message coupon, because I need that. I don't need that. So anyway, nobody may be around because I didn't really announce that I was doing this. Let's see. Oh yeah, there I am. Seems to be working. All right, cool. Yay. Let me close some doors. So I am, my hair is just in my way. So I'm just here testing out using Streamyard instead of using the YouTube live studio thing. All right. Just to see which one's more stable, to see if there's any audio issues, streaming picture video issues. I can't think of the word right now. Just it's the apocalypse. I can't think of my words. My English is gone. So I'm going to stay on here for a little bit, even if nobody's watching, even if y'all are not here. Hey, Nell. Wasn't really expecting anybody to be here. We're just testing Streamyard to see if we have any problems. Maybe for the live broadcast starting tomorrow, we should use this instead of YouTube. Okay, yeah, I think we might try Streamyard and we might see what happens. I just got back from doing all that. I didn't go to the P.O. box, but I did all those kind of non-fun errands like medicine runs and stuff. I did stop at Dick Blick. I didn't need to really do that, but So anyway, I think we're going to try this. Hopefully nobody has any video or audio issues. I'm remembering before in the days of Google Hangout, the problems that we had with live streaming with that. Yeah, let's try it. I'm happy to give it a try and hang on here for a bit. I don't really have anything else to do. I'm caught up with everything, which is kind of shocking, but I just have to cut out some little pieces for tomorrow's zombie doll. We are going to make a zombie doll tomorrow. So I'm just cutting out little pieces of the decorations. It's not really a craft with me live. It's just a chat with me live. Maybe you all want to ask me some questions. I stopped over at Dick Blick while I was out. It was the one non-essential errand that I did. And looking here, it doesn't say how many people are watching anywhere. Anyway, that's all right. It's not one non-essential errand that I did. And while they were pretty well stocked, it wasn't like normal. They weren't definitely out of some things that they would normally have. But I needed some white gouache and a couple other things. I will be right back. Gotta go turn off Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, no problem. Thank you for helping me out with this. I wasn't really thinking anybody was going to be around. It was a kind of a shot in the dark. I literally didn't even tell anybody like in Facebook Messenger, the little art chat that we have over there, that I was doing this. Like I didn't say anything to anybody. I just know a lot of other YouTubers in a lot of other categories of YouTube, you know, across the whole platform. A lot of people use Streamyard pretty successfully. They seem to do it more than using the regular YouTube live thing. I figure there's got to be a reason for that. You were shocked too about the supply chain or lack thereof? I was very surprised. I mean, I don't know why, because, you know, it's the apocalypse. I don't know why I'm surprised, but you know, the worst thing about cutting out some of these parts when you're cutting out the little skull is trying to make the eyeball holes the same. Hi, we're just testing StreamYard. I'm not like doing anything exciting. I'm cutting out fussy cutting parts for the zombie doll tomorrow. Because we are going to work on one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse tomorrow. Because, you know, why not? Okay, that's done. Yeah, so the YouTube live broadcast studio thing, yeah, before they upgraded it, you know, everybody had an issue with it. That's why we all like started using like Google Hangout and stuff to broadcast. And even that was glitchy, especially after Google bought YouTube. So, you know, I don't know why I thought this one was going to be any better. But if StreamYard is more stable, I'm very happy to use that. Yeah, we're going to talk about what you could do with these zombie dolls and stuff tomorrow. I'm going to have a pattern that's for sale soon. Yeah, so yeah, making his eyes like even, that's like the hardest part of cutting the skull piece out. And I have a feeling after I do these 4 horsemen, I'm not going to want to do any more zombies with these skeleton bones on them. I think that's going to be it for me. I just figured since I was up here cutting this out, maybe I would sit at the desk and see if the broadcast on this would work better. And if any of you all were out there, if you had any questions, comments, concerns, any of that jazz. What are you all up to today? I'm literally just sitting here, just FYI. I mean, I could move the camera, but it would involve making y'all very dizzy for a minute, and I don't have the tripod out. Like, I think it's in the closet. So anyway, I had a telehealth visit with the doctor this morning. That was kind of surreal. In part due to the smoke from the West Coast wildfires, I am going back on a daily inhaler, at least temporarily. Can you tell I'm excited? Not. Yeah, I have no idea. And you may only get an hour. I don't know. So I have to check into it because I absolutely have no idea. I do want to make sure I don't go over the allotted time. So if it's an hour, I'm going to have to make sure that we set like a timer or something. I'm generally not one of these people that likes to be on like 5 or 6 hours anyway. Not that I don't enjoy arting with y'all and crafting with y'all, but that's a long time to be on camera. Hello, Linda. I'm just cutting out zombie doll pieces and testing StreamYard. which I don't really know anything about, as I was saying. And so we're giving it a shot. Somebody just said they think you only have an hour. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm going to have to message them. Shannon might know too. She's been using Streamyard or Rosemary. Yeah, my daughter does. She doesn't do Mercari, I don't think. Poshmark, maybe? She does one of those. Turn this off because that's annoying. I don't know if it's annoying you guys, but it's annoying me. It's my little lamp here on the desk. Or Beth, yeah. So I think we're going to have to look into it, but and I have to figure out what the time limit is before tomorrow. I wonder if I can look it up on the other browser while we're sitting here. Let's see. Welcome to Streamyard. Yeah, so anyway, what are you all up to this week? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I just have the free one. I don't have. Yeah, I have to making Halloween cards. Yeah, evidently I'm going to be making some more pumpkins because my daughter asked me last week about how to make the little pumpkins that I made year before last. We used in the decorations. There's a video on my channel making pumpkins. She wants some for her house, so evidently we're going to be making pumpkins. And I have to stop arting at some point early-ish today because the cleaning lady is coming tomorrow. So it looks like StreamYard's free to start with their branding and is limited to 20 hours of streaming per month to one platform. I don't think I'm going to do that much. I'm with you, Linda. It's really, I see, here's an unplanned conversation. It's really hard this year, more than normal, to get into the spirit of any of the holidays other than the occasional, trip like today out to Dick Blick. I am just not interested in going anywhere and taking a chance. I'm just not. I have to go do blood work soon. Just annual routine stuff to just check and make sure my body's handling the medication that I take on a regular basis well. And I don't have to fast or anything, but I dread going to the blood lab. It just, I sometimes dread going to the grocery store, much less traveling anywhere else. I'm thinking, how can we do Zoom holidays? Because, I want to see people and stuff. Well, most people. But I'm just, the COVID thing is a real deal. Somebody in my sister Karen's family has COVID, and my sister-in-law has been exposed to COVID at her work. And I have another friend who has been tested for COVID. I haven't heard yet if she's got it or not. We don't think so, but they're testing her just in case. And oh, my hair looks nice. My hair, All I can say is the wilder it gets and the grayer it gets, the more I resemble Einstein's sister. I don't care anymore. Yeah, because of my asthma, clean is it's a big help, because I have days where my asthma is not a big deal, and then I have other days where it's just a big deal. I think we got all our little bones cut out for tomorrow. Maybe. So I can show you guys a little sneak preview. Tomorrow we're going to work on the first of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which includes the actual rider and a horse. And this one is Conquest, and he carries a bow and arrow. So yesterday I made a bow. And an arrow. Oops. Yeah, so allergies are bad. The smoke on the West Coast is bad. Oh, Linda, you're in San Jose. My former hometown. The Kaiser on Santa Teresa Boulevard. I used to live down the street, like walking distance. And right now, I don't even know if you guys can tell by listening to me, but if I sound a little bit raspy throated, it's because of allergies and like the fires. Yeah, I used to live right off of Bernal and Santa Teresa. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Normally cool. Southern Oregon. Oh boy, you're not near Medford, are you? I love the Medford area, but it's like there's a big fire down there. So, alrighty. So here's a preview of tomorrow. We'll go over this more tomorrow, so the rest of you, those of you who are here right now, can just like tune me out tomorrow. So the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are a part of the end times in the Bible, right? And I was raised Roman Catholic, although I'm not necessarily practicing Roman Catholic anymore. And so I went by the Roman Catholic version of the 4 horsemen for the most part. I am taking some artistic license. So one of the 4 horsemen is on a white horse, and he carries a bow and arrow and wears a crown. I haven't actually made the crown yet because I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. So I'll be doing that on camera. And his name is Conquest. The next horseman is on a red horse. He carries a sword and he's War. The next one is on a black horse and he carries scales, and he's known as Famine or Pestilence. I have an idea for him. And then the last one is on a pale green horse, and he's known as Death. And so I'm going to treat him as the angel of death with a scythe and the black cloak and the whole 9 yards. So I just figured, 2020, I keep calling it the year of the apocalypse because it just feels like that the more shit that happens. And so why not kind of do tongue-in-cheek, make fun of it, and work out some of that stress by actually creating zombie dolls of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse? Why not? Medford, not. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not near the fires. Yeah, kind of like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, consider it the Catholic version of the Lord of the Rings. I am taking some artistic license, and depending on what version of the Bible you follow, the 4 horsemen are a little bit different. I did consult with some aunts and cousins who are all still currently practicing Catholics and or work for the Catholic Church. And so I asked them for reference material and all of that. And yeah, that's what I came up with. So it's going to be interesting. And all of them require making props like the bow and arrow. So I had to dig out my wire and little bits of sheet metal. And so that's why I think we'll make the crown on camera tomorrow. And we'll get as far with sewing the dolls as we can. In the meantime, that was a good idea. I think I'll message a few people tonight and ask them if there is a time limit on how long you can be on before they like cut you off here on StreamYard. I don't think there is, but I mean, you know, we can find out. You know, it's just, it's a good way to work out the stress. You know, why not? You know, I started the zombie doll project with making Miss Coronavirus because what were you going to do with that? I just, you know. So see, and so I started out with a kit I found at the thrift store and the pattern that was in that kit. And then I developed my own pattern from, who remembers Damn It dolls back in the day when we were all doing arts and craft shows? Who remembers Damn It dolls? And I took out my Damn It doll pattern, which I still have, although I haven't made one in at least 10 years, if not more. And I scaled it down to zombie doll size. I got tired of sewing the heads on the dolls, although I still do that occasionally, not generally. And I created a pattern for the horse. I also already had art doll patterns. So I've included those in the pattern download. And so, and the pattern download includes directions, and there's an almost hour-long video coming out on October 8th that's complete instructions with different stitches that I use and everything. Yeah, I had a sister-in-law at one time. She's no longer my sister-in-law, but I gave her a Damn It doll, and I think she only had it like 10 minutes, and she'd whacked it so hard both the arms fell off. That had to be sewn back on. So yeah. So the new pattern looks like this shape, like gingerbread man. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I couldn't help but laugh. She didn't think it was funny, but I thought it was hilarious. I'm guessing she was mad at my brother. Just a wild hunch. I remember to drink my water. So anyway, 22 minutes and you guys haven't noticed any issues. No audio issues, no wheel of death issues. I still can't think of the word, you guys. I can't think of the word, you know, when the video like freezes on YouTube. Just, yeah, it's gone from my brain. Anyway, I didn't really expect any of you to pop in, but I'm glad that you did. And I will be on tomorrow. I am going to ask a few questions of people. Oh, buffering. That's the word I was trying to think of. Buffering. Are you buffering now? Yeah, but you're on data. Is anybody else having buffering? Oh, some buffering. No, just Nell, because she wasn't on Wi-Fi. So that's good to know. Yeah, buffering. Buffering was the word, because, you know, I just, it's part of the apocalypse. I'm just chalking it up to that. I can't even claim to know other languages like Nerdy Crafter. I barely know English. Like, you know, she knows like 3 or 4 languages, so she mixes up her words all the time. I only know the one, and I still can't think of the words. Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Aunt Beck, because I couldn't think of what it was. Hey, Kathy. We're just testing out StreamYard here on the YouTube channel. Hoping to use it for tomorrow's broadcast. I have to figure out if there's a time limit, because that's going to be a thing. I don't know. No, that would be my husband. I shouldn't say that. Maybe some of the lyrics, but I never remember the title. He has, from day one when we met in 1984, he's been one of these guys that a song will be playing on the radio and he'll look at me and go, you know what that is? Which song is that? I'm like, I never know. I didn't know then. I don't know now. Okay, good now. Yeah, yeah. I just I had to make myself that thumb guard, Aunt Beck, that I shared last night out of some leather scraps that I have, because I kept poking the back of my thumb with the needle. Because I hold the fabric like this, and I'm usually stitching towards my hand, and I'm constantly jabbing myself right here and just really bleeding all over the place. So, see, Linda, yeah, no, yeah, no. I remember other stuff, but that's not one of them. Literally this morning, I was sharing to the girls over in a Facebook chat. I had a problem this morning, and I have a number of backup drives hooked up to the computer that we're on right now, and one of them is for backing up the computer. It's just for the Time Machine backup for my Mac. That's all it does. But of course, it's the one that wouldn't boot up this morning. And I changed cables. I changed where it was plugged in. I turned things on and off. I reset the RAM, like all that stuff. Nothing would work. Husband came in, said, picked it up, smacked it, literally did that to it, and then plugged it back in. Works fine. Yeah, so I've poked myself right here a number of times, and as a former licensed dispensing optician, I've poked myself enough with dirty tools to know that's a really bad idea. Eventually, I'm going to give myself some kind of nasty infection. So I made a leather cuff for my thumb. I have some leather scraps, and you could use something else. You could use vinyl or something else. I had some leather scraps, and it just fits on my thumb, and it's loose enough because I usually have a thumb ring on. If you've watched my lives, I usually have a thumb ring on. So it's big enough to fit over the thumb ring, and that actually holds it on really nice. I know, right? He just smacked it, and now it works fine. He says, I don't know what the problem is, and he walked away back to his office, back to work. So anyway. So yeah, I think we're going to make zombie dolls tomorrow. I mean, I have a lot of projects I want to do with you guys on lives, and some of them involve painting, but we've been busy stitching. But we're going to do zombie dolls tomorrow. I am going to set the pattern live in a few minutes over in the Etsy shop. So look for that if you're interested in buying a pattern and not making one yourself, which you totally, of course, could do. Again, there'll be a video that comes out on the 8th of October that has ways to do the stitches and like detailed how to. It's over 50 minutes. I think it's almost an hour. I don't think it's over an hour. Maybe. Let's see. How long is that video? Uploads. It's in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's an hour and 6 minutes and 51 seconds. And it goes live on the 8th of October. And there's a few other things that go live then too. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you all for joining me on the test. I didn't mean to take up too much of your time. Hey, Margelle, I'm testing out Streamyard. You don't know anything about it, do you? Yeah, that's the other thing we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're doing Artpocalypse 2020. It doesn't matter if you do slow stitching, mixed media, drawing, painting, writing, music, photography, whatever your creative pursuit is, whatever you do with those prompted words, whether it's all of them, one a day, or it's just one now and then, do something. And when you share it on social media, use the hashtag so we can all see. You are free to share what you do in my 2 art groups, A Life of Art and Self-Expression and My Creative Year. If you share it in somebody else's group, ask permission first before you do. But you can share it on Instagram. You can share it on Twitter if you're on Twitter. I don't do Twitter anymore, so I won't see it over there. Hello, Kodako, hello. We're just, yeah, so this is just, I'm going to be asking some questions, Margelle, because before tomorrow's live broadcast, because I want to find out and make sure there's not like a time limit. I'm not going to get booted off after an hour. 10 o'clock, which gives me enough time to get the cleaning lady in, get her settled in. She's going to be doing her business downstairs. We'll be up here broadcasting for an hour and a half or so, making zombie dolls. By the time we're done, she's hopefully ready to come upstairs. Hopefully, we'll find out. It's my last thing of people in and out of my house this week. This week has just been a week of appointments. So my channel is not child friendly, and you probably shouldn't be here because I can't guarantee that you're not going to hear or see something that you shouldn't. You shouldn't be here without your mom and dad's permission. I know you're 13 and you don't like hearing that, but I'm a mom of a former 13-year-old. So you make sure that if you're going to stay, that your parents know you're here, and I'll keep it clean. 1 o'clock Eastern, at Beck. There is a version of Streamyard that you pay for. And to be honest, I haven't looked into it. I've barely looked into getting Streamyard here this way. And I don't even know if I can set admins or how to do that, or if the admins show up as admins from YouTube. I don't know any of that. We will probably be doing the zombie doll from this desk and not that desk, because that way I can see the computer and I don't have to drag the iPad up here and then have a Wi-Fi issue. So yeah, so anyway. All right, thank you all for joining me today and helping me test StreamYard. I'm going to leave the broadcast up, so if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. Helpful tips for StreamYard would be handy. Don't forget to go out and support the free content on YouTube if you can, and you're old enough to, and you're not 13. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay creative, and go out and do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. Bye, guys. Write the questions down. You sound better here. Okay, good. Yay. I think the video quality is a little bit better too, because that was the other thing I was noticing over on YouTube, is that despite the fact that we have an HD video camera, I didn't think the video was so hot. So, all right. I'll see you all tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time on my YouTube channel. We'll be making zombie dolls, getting ready for Halloween. All right. Bye, guys.